bunkers are almost about to finish. You only have one Marauder and a handful of Hellions and a couple of Marines. It's going to be very hard for you to hold.
Yeah. If you go to the army tab, he has so much more units.
Yeah, yeah.
And my wall isn't blocked anymore. So that's another mistake I did. Like a crucial mistake.
Is not having that full wall off, or are you talking about the round
Yeah.
wall?
He killed the supply depot before in the other attack, but I needed to remake it.
Looks like you're kind of giving up your main here in the sense that all of your SCVs and mules have been transferred over. But you still have no answer for all these roaches in your base just now.
Yeah, I have concussive shells, so with good micro, I could kill them off. But it will take so long time.
Right. You have two Marauders out. Still no slow. Or actually, you do have slow, excuse me. So.
Yeah. But the problem is, he's doing more aggression. I think this is wrong. He should make drones.
Yeah.
Because he haven't saturated his natural expansion. So that's one of his mistakes, I think. But still, it looks pretty good for him.
Right. And now he's actually switched to Lings. You don't have any Hellions out because you had to deal with those roaches. And he's pretty much still 100% destroying your mineral line in your main. You really have nothing that you can do. Baneling's being morphed in just north of your natural expansion. So still, you've been on pretty much the last string of life this entire game so far. And yet you're still in it.
And he's still streaming in units.
Yeah, I mean, so many units.
He really wants to kill me.
Now, you said this was pretty much a mistake on his part, not droning up whatsoever. Do you think if he would have done something like that, you would have lost?
Yeah, for sure. It would be over. Like, already be over. If he did that before. He got, like, he had an advantage, but what he should have done is gain more of an advantage instead of just trying to kill me.
Right, the good old Artosis, if you're ahead, get farther ahead. He's still continuing to just stream units across the map. I mean, popping up the production tab, still producing 5 roaches now and a couple of banelings, going in for some more attack here, but not sure why he's doing so. I mean, he's going to try to get a baneling bust or a baneling onto your SCVs. He only got, I think, 1 or 2. And does he ever actually drone up in this? I mean, you're going in here and not even seeing any drones at his expansion. Did that really surprise you?
Yeah, I was like, what? And then I see the stream of units coming to my base, so I need to defend it here. But if you look at the army sizes, and it's pretty much the same. So if I micro correctly, I will handle this.
Now, was this a ladder game, or was this from a tournament? Or
this is a tournament from yesterday. No, this was the Fnatic Cup.
Oh, okay.
It was Sunday, I think.
Right.
Cloud won that tournament, and I came second place.
And this was the semi-final match, or how far along in the tournament was this?
This was like in the middle.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, he's actually finally begun making drones there at his natural, as you've held off so many attacks and gotten quite an SCV count there in your main. You really don't have an answer just yet for these drones, or for these roaches. It's going to take you a little bit longer with these Marauders to take them out. But it looks like you're finally going to be able to relax and not have to worry about any attacks.
Yeah. But we both have 40 food count, so and I have a big army, so right now I think I'm ahead because I have mules.
Yeah, do you think that pretty much because of the mule is the only reason you're still in this?
Yeah. Because 1 mule is potentially 3 SCVs, so you have to count like that. Because right now I have 17 harvesters, but actually I have 23, so I'm not that far behind as it looks.
And he's going in for maybe a little baneling bust here into your mineral line. as 4 of them have snuck in. You have 4 mules right there. Is he going to be able to get them? Maybe. Well, he gets 1 of them at the cost of 4, and also a Hellion with that. But your mules live to tell another tale, and you're trying to keep up kind of map control here with these Hellions across the map.
Yeah, you need to do that, because with Hellions, that's a good thing with Hellions. You can get map control. No other unit in the Terran Force can do that.
He's trying to start back onto his destructible rocks as he knows that he needs to get some more economy going, or you're actually going to win this with 2 bases. And of course, those all-powerful mules. He's now on lair tech as well, popping up the production.
Yeah,
time.
you're right. 2 base Zerg can't handle 2 base Terran.
Yeah.
Because of the mules.
Right. There he goes, starting his 3rd hatchery. I mean, pretty much in this game, are you just going to try to turtle as hard as you can to make sure that he doesn't interrupt your mining at your main and natural?
Right now, I'm thinking like, I have 2 base, he have 2 base, so if I... Oh, wait a second. It's calling. I have to close my mobile. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking like, we're neutral on the bases, so I don't need to attack. I can take up like Marine, Stimpack, Medivacs, so I get a bigger and stronger force than him right now.
Now we got a... Oh, go ahead.
But I need to scout with my Hellions, and I see the 3rd, so right now I know that I either have to expand another time or do a pressure.
Yeah. We have a question from the chat from King Hayes. He wants to know, are mass Marines or a cluster of Marines with a handful of Hellions better against Zerg?
No, because you only have light armor. If he has either Infestors or Banelings, and you will fight on the creep, you can't really micro against it, and you will lose so much. I have to take this for 1 second.
Okay, I'll continue casting this game. So you're actually pushing across the map, taking out some roaches, and I mean, popping open the resource tab. You're 86 compared to his 77. And you are going to put some pressure onto his 3rd, and probably just take it out. Actually, as there's really nothing that he can do. He only has a little bit of Banelings and a little bit of roaches, while you have this huge force of tank, Marauder, Hellion, and a couple of Marines in there. So you're pushing against him, and there's really nothing that he can do. He's going to try to build up a big enough force to do anything against us. Yeah,
I'm back.
No problem. So, like I was just saying, I mean, you're pushing across the map. He doesn't really have that many forces. This is pretty much a result of him not really droning up during all those attacks, while you could just push out and take out his 3rd like you just did. You got to be feeling pretty good about yourself.
Yeah, I feel confident, but now he gets Mutalisks, and I don't have any anti-air, so I need to go back.
Now, what is kind of your go-to anti-air? Do you stick to the Thor, as you are building an armory there, so it looks like you will be getting some Thors up, but you probably favor the Thor over going something like Viking or Heavy Viking, obviously, correct?
Yeah, Vikings isn't really a good counter to Mutalisks, because they aren't armored, and Mutalisks are so much faster, so they can just run away.
Right. He's doing a lot of damage with these mutas. You didn't have any turrets up just yet, and he has canceled or... Wow, he didn't take out that SCV on that armory. That is kind of almost a big slip up on his part.
That's a big mistake, but he's trying to deny the
turrets, yeah.
The SCVs, building turrets, so it wasn't that bad of a mistake.
Yep, and
he already did the damage he needed.
Right.
So he's like, the game is neutral now again.
Right. Armory has finished. You don't really have the... Well, you do. You're actually starting a Thor there. And he needs to get his 3rd up pretty quickly, or as soon as you get Thors out, it's probably going to be GG for you. Or for him, rather.
Yeah, it depends. He have Banelings now, so if I miss micro, he can still win. Because Baneling can do so much damage. They are so cost efficient if I don't micro, and he get a good spot with them.
Trying to do some more harassment here with these 3 Hellions, but does have roaches in place. And you're actually starting your 3rd right now. he is not whatsoever. He's going to try to do some more damage with these Mutalisks. And the Thor, is your Thor actually? Yeah, your Thor is out, so these Mutalisks are going to be in for a surprise here in just a couple of seconds.
Yeah, but he's not getting too greedy with the Mutalisk, and I didn't really cancel that command center, so a big blunder there.
Right.
I think. Yeah, right now I'm thinking like taking a third because I'm already ahead so much. So just keep my advantage getting better. That's my thinking process right now.
Yeah, I mean, you just saw right now with those Hellions, he is actually 100% mined out in his main, and almost close to being mined out there at his expansion. So upon seeing that, you probably are just going to turtle even harder now, right? Make sure he doesn't get a third.
Yeah, just protect my third, protect my main, and play really defensive, like you're saying.
Have you actually started? No, you have not started your third command center. Your main is almost mined out. He has some map control with these mutas, but you're going to push out here with this Thor accompanying the rest of your army and probably secure this third pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm lifting my main to the third, I think, right now, so that's the best choice right now, actually.
Oh, and you did get a Thor here with the whole position Mutalisk army, although he's clumped up a little bit, but not too much. You will lose that Thor, and he's probably going to be able to retreat after taking out that depot. As a Terran player, really, what would you say is the scariest force that a Zerg could have that you see, and you're kind of like, well, that's not good?
I hate to play Broodlords, Corruptors, and Infestors with some Zerglings and Banelings. And when they play defensive, like the situation is you split map, and they just harass with Broodlords, and if you go forward with your Vikings, he fungals them and kills them off with Corruptors. So that's a really hard force to counter. I think it's the best possible force that Zerg can have.
Is the Broodlord Infestor type play?
Yeah, with Corruptors to deny Vikings.
Right. Now here he goes pushing forward. It looks like you're getting... this is from your main. Excuse me, I thought you were getting a orbital commander, had one at your third. But here he comes with a ton of forces, and you're almost wiped out. You are having to pull SCVs there, as the mutas are going to be able to take out a lot of your forces as well as all these other units. And again, you find yourself on the defensive right now. You have lost your third. You're only on one, really only two mineral fields. So at this moment in the game, what were you kind of thinking? Did you think you just messed up, or?
Yeah, I missed micros. I can see that here as well. I had like 900 minerals before the fight, and if that was units, I would defend that easily.
Right. But he is actually still only on one base. It looks like he does have a drone going to make a hatch at his gold. But once again, I mean, you find yourself back up against a wall with a little bit of an under army. I mean, going into the production, he's sitting at 73. You're at 53. So at this point in the game, you've been trying to play really passive and turtle up. What are your thoughts right now, as you pretty much suspect that he is getting a third up?
Yeah, I have to get my third as well, at any cost. So once I think I'm waiting for the 4 to finish on the factory, and then I will go out.
Here it comes, about to pop out. There we go. So that puts you up to 3 Thors, and you're going to start taking down these destructible rocks. He does have a Ling in place at both expansions, and he has quite the army. I mean, popping up in the